All right, I get to do an unboxing video. I won't belabor it, we'll go quick, of my new scooter. It's the ZonDoo ZU08. It's basically a clone of the WideWheel, which is a super popular scooter. I've got my fingers crossed that it's as good or better based on the little research that I did and the information that was out there. So hopefully you find this helpful. It's pretty much why I'm making this video. So I'll start real quick. It's heavier than I thought, so I can tell you that. I currently have a scooter. You know, my whole family, we've all got them, and it's basically just got a little 350 watt motor. All right, so it's got a bag, some foam blocks, it looks like in here. From what I can tell, it's in one piece. That's my favorite part. So let's see if I can even lift it out. Here's one of the foam blocks. Two, and they're not the styrofoam, they're actually like squishy foam. Alright, lift with your back. And there's the scooter. That more like a motorcycle than a scooter from the weight of it. Alright, I've got you know, the old standard charging block. I'm barely certain that's what's in there. We got a couple tools, some bolts. I'm assuming that's for the handle, but we'll check out the manual. And speaking of the manual, and that's all that is in the box. So we'll get that out of the way real quick. At first glance, everything looks like it's in pretty good shape. Those tires are huge. I am seeing this rear light is not on there, and maybe that's intentional, maybe it's not. It doesn't look like it was ever threaded on, so it looks like that's something I gotta do. So that's good. A couple chunks of cardboard to hold everything together. And most scooters kind of have a very similar, I don't know what that thing's about, a very similar process to assembly. So I'm going to put the kickstand down, so hopefully it doesn't fall over. It's kind of interesting, the wheels are so wide that it actually doesn't even want to sit on the kickstand. I don't want to stretch the cables too far here or anything. So we'll get that off. We'll get this little piece of plastic off. And fold up the handle, or the stem, I guess you'd call it. Okay, ooh, that's nice. That feels like super solid. And we will, hopefully this just fits together without any problems. Nice and tight, which is good, because you don't want there to be any wiggle room in these things once you stick them together. I mean, that's going to be really tight, especially once I crank those bolts down. Just kind of rocking it back and forth. It moves just a little bit at a time. All right, I don't know if you want to bring the camera over here and I can kind of throw a couple things real quick at it. So it's got the typical thumb throttle here. Pretty decent sized screen. I'm not going to take the protector off quite yet because I'm not quite ready for that. But if you look at, so I wear like a size 10 shoe. You know, this deck is plenty big, and this back here is aluminum or metal, so it looks like I'll be able to set my foot on there. This is the little release mechanism for the hook. So when you fold it down, and like I said, these tires are, like, here's my hand. So the tires are huge. I mean, that's much different than kind of what I'm used to with my current scooter. So that'll be cool. Here's the charging block. Kind of the standard deal there. Just bigger than what I currently have. So I'll put that together. And then it just has these four little bolts, and they include an Allen key. And that's what hooks the handlebar together. So I'll get it all assembled and get the battery charged up, and then we'll do a quick review of how it performs, and I'll compare it to the WideWheel. So appreciate it. Check out my next video. See ya.